this part is about Isaiah 44 in God's right hand. Revelation is about a martial arts victory being sealed and the people on the earth being done. They're done, they're done, they're done. Them and their offspring, the inhabitants of the earth and their offspring. Okay, so in Isaiah 30, okay, we'll skip to verse 27, so I'll make this short. Okay, is an example of, and there's many examples, like in Isaiah also talks about God's mighty arm coming to Moses' right hand when he split the Red Sea and killed the Egyptians, okay? And it's symbolic of turning them against each other. It's a long story of all the things it's symbolic of, but it has to do with martial arts strategies to punish the inhabitants of the earth and letting dickheads think that they're smart, waving their magic wands while they're damning themselves and the inhabitants of the earth. That's what the devil does. He thinks he's smart. He tempts the inhabitants of the earth. He gets punished more than they do, and they get punished forever in the lake of fire. Okay, so Isaiah 30, verse 27. See, the name of the Lord comes from afar, with burning anger and dense clouds of smoke. His lips are full of wrath, and his tongue is a consuming fire. His breath is like a rushing torrent, rising up to the neck. He shakes the nations in the sea of destruction. He places in the jaws of the people a bit that leads them astray. He goes on to say in verse 29, and you will sing as on the night you celebrate a holy festival. Your hearts will rejoice as when people playing pipes go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the rock of Israel. The mountain can be, so Babylon is referred to as a mountain thrown into the sea. Okay, it says your faith can move that mountain. You can join the Spirit of God and move that mountain into the sea of people, and they're done. They're Babylonian worms, and then their offspring, and they're done. That's what that was about. Okay, so verse 30 says, the Lord will cause people to hear his majestic voice, and will come and will make them see his arm coming down with raging anger and consuming fire. Can you imagine these nerdy priests arguing that they're in the spirit of God's raging anger and consuming fire? This is for martial artists, not for nerds in the church, okay? Again, I tell you, the Lord will cause people to hear his majestic voice. Remember, they're changing my voice because they're gay scum teamed up with the gay people in the church. Catholic churches admits that 20% of its priests are gay, last time I checked, and so on and so forth. So gays everywhere. Liberals in California trying to make it so I seem gay because they're fucked in the head with no love for themselves or their family or God or humanity. Okay, again, 30. The Lord will,